Here we have come from long places across the nation to present ourselves and to know what is there in this field of IKS. But beyond that, we need to know what the contributions of different institutions under this motto is. And one among them is Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth in collaboration with Chinmaya International Foundation. So I would like to welcome Professor Gauri Maholikar, Academic Director, Chinmaya International Foundation, to give insight of these institutions.
Hari Om. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. These are the two Mahatmas who made CIF and CVV come into practice, come into like this material world. So in these two verses, I think I have summed up. But then CIF, because Chinmaya International Foundation, 1989, Chinmaya Mission bought this land from Shankaran Nambudri, the direct descendant from Adi Shankaracharya's Matulagriha family, Nambudri family. And the Shankaran Nambudri stays with his daughter in Thrissur. But he is too old now, otherwise he used to come to the campus many a times. So this is about the Chinmaya International Foundation. And what does, when Gurudev came here, he was sick. I mean, he came here on wheelchair, but then he said, my footprint should be on this sacred soil. And therefore he got down from the wheelchair and walked on this field. In the Gurudev shrine, if you have seen the frame, of Gurudev near the Kulapura Malika, that was the time when it looked like that, and now you can see the change. That is transformation. The thing which was in a dilapidated condition in 1989, when Chinmaya Mission bought this property of 8-acre land, now it is nearby 10 or. So now what we see is a transformation. That transformation Gurudev wished for the Indian society to happen. And that time he envisioned a university on this premises in this very sacred land of Adi Shankara Nilayam, which he named, where this institution would meet. This will provide a bridge between the East and the West, the spirituality and science, tradition and technology. I mean, this was his vision. Pandit and public, again, bridging the Pandit and the public. So I still remember when Mahadevanji made the first presentation to me on 18th March 2018, when I was in Pune, and 2 hours he spoke about the vision and the mission of Chinmaya International Foundation. He just draw a line first. On one hand side, there is the CKS, and one hand side there is the IKS. IKS are the Gurukula system, and CKS is all the university and the colleges system. Where is the meeting point? That was envisioned by Gurudev Chinmayananda, and that is how CIF started. And the ultimate goal was to establish a university, and therefore university came up in 2016 in his 100th year. But then we started from 2017. Which is on 16th January 2017. There will be another presentation for CVV. Now CIF, from Gurudev's time, Gurudev himself wrote down the 24 lessons of Foundation Vedanta course. That is needed for every Indian. That is our first home study course, we should say. There are so many home study courses. Foundation Vedanta, then you can graduate to Advanced Vedanta. There are Bhagavad Gita courses. There is Master Gita, Master Life in English, in Malayalam, in Tamil. And most of the home study courses, those they are available in English. Now recently, Pujya Swami Swarupananji has launched the Hindi translation of the foundation course in Vedanta as well. Apart from that, Vedic mathematics, then the suktas on the Vedas, all these, they, whatever is there in Indian knowledge systems, SIF tries to disseminate that knowledge to one and all. So home study courses is one part of the activity of Chinmaya International Foundation. The other part is the Swadhyaya series. Swadhyaya, self-study. Swadhyayan ma pramadaha. That is the logo, that is the catch headline for this Swadhyaya series. And you can do the study of all these scriptures, and Swadhyayas are mainly text-based studies. So Panchadashi, on each chapter there will be Swadhyaya. Ishopanishad, there will be a Swadhyaya. Kathopanishad, with Shankara Bhashya, there is a Swadhyaya. Taittiriya, there is a Swadhyaya. So like that, on Upanishads, on the Vedic Suktas, on Kalidasa's dramas, we have come out with the Swadhyaya series, and people can choose any of this course and do it at their own pace, sitting at their home. They will get all the audio, visual material, the material prepared, the lessons prepared for that, quick, Q&A, objective questions, and at the end of it, certificate as well. Certificate signed by Swamiji, of course. So this is the Swadhyaya courses. During the Corona period, SIF also brought out the Shravana Mangalam series, while traveling. This will be the same course material, but will be available in the audio files, and while traveling, etc., you can just listen to it. It is in your domain, so you can use it whenever you want to. And all these lectures mostly have been made available in the form of not only the printed books. There are printed books on many things, but there are pen drives as well, easy to carry. So there is an appeal to all those who have come from far and near. Do visit Chinmayamani, the bookshop near the gate, and you can find various types of books, to carry with you, or pen drives to carry with you. You can just give a list to Jairamanji and he can courier to you at your address. Publication, that was the another part. Publications, we do publish books on Indian knowledge systems. And I don't know, today is Sunday, but Sunday the library will be open. I don't know how many of you have visited the Chinmaya International Foundation library. It is a very, very rich source of, knowing about Indian knowledge systems. There are about 26,000 books and 3,000 and odd manuscripts, 1,500 out of which are on palm leaf manuscript. And recently the Prachyam team came, and which had done the shooting in the library as well, and extensively they were questioning, to the curator Anantji, myself also, and the deputy director also were answering their questions. So very, very rich library. So if you don't visit that, you have missed a wonderful opportunity. And last, I would say that you are all blessed souls who have been invited here by the Guru Parampara. It's only not your wish to participate in the National Youth Conference that you are here. You have been asked and directed by Shankaracharya and the entire Guru Parampara. Guru Anugraham vina atra agantumapi na shakyade. That is what Swamiji, I have heard it from. So you stay blessed, keep coming. And as I will just speak on behalf of Swamiji, Advayanandji, he always tells all others, treat this as your home. Because this is Shankaracharya's home, this is as well our home. So please do visit here with family, with friends. We conduct seminars, webinars also along with different institutions. If you come from any institution, you belong to any institution, do try and approach us, and we will have very nice, enriching interactive seminars and webinars on this sacred campus. Stay blessed and visit again. Hari Om. Thank you.
Hariom everyone, I feel really privileged and honored to share a stage with Gauriji. Gauriji represented Chinmaya International Foundation and I have the honor to represent CVV. And I'm very nervous because our founding Vice Chancellor, Professor Mahadevanji, and current Vice Chancellor, Professor Ajay Kapoorji is here. And we are also conscious of time, so I'll go quickly over it. I request IT team to play a 2-minute video. Gauriji so beautifully spoke about SIF and also shared how CVV itself is a offshoot of SIF or a extension of SIF. Or rather, I would like to look at it like a two sides of the same coin. SIF is on this side and the CVV is the other side. So what Gauriji has so beautifully said, I would like each one of you to listen from Gurudev himself, Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji, on whose great vision this university stands, SIF stands. Are we ready to play?
So the place is very sacred, and the Manaras were very in trouble, but they didn't want to sell it to any developer, because developer will make it into a hotel and then a non-vegetarian and all that. So they were suffering but keeping it. It is at that time they heard that I am on the lookout for a place, so they came to me.
Why was Swamiji on the lookout for a place?
Kashi and Jaipur are the places now today. But in both the places, medium of discussion is Hindi or pure Sanskrit. So we will try to bring them together. In fact, in India also, the difficulty is the older traditional students are all Sanskrit oriented or local language oriented, Hindi oriented. Then what we have got English people is only philosophy professors of the university. Now the philosophy professors in the universities, they have learned it mainly from English books. So that traditional touch is not there. But then bring them together. And since it is going to be in my presence only, I will be able to bring about a mutuation between the two, and each healthily helping the other. Secondly, to spread Sanskrit knowledge. Within the next 5 years, I hope that I will be able to start there a Shankara University, Sanskrit University. So that all our mission centers which are doing Sanskrit, they will all be affiliated with it. So this will be a big university, spread all over the country. Maybe I may shake hands with the Bharatiya Vidya. They are also doing a lot of Sanskrit. And thus we will be a very strong, solid Sanskrit university. As a beginning of this university, we have already started a lesson course, Sanskrit through post. So the lesson will go there to him every 10th day or 15th day. And that they will study and then the next lesson will go. We will have some questions there that they will have to reply, answer it. The answer papers are checked up and evaluated and sent back to them. That sort of thing is going on now. So about 200 people have already joined. Some from America, some from Europe, some from Hong Kong, Mauritius, near places also. In order to finish the whole Sanskrit study, it will be about 39 or 40 lessons. But by the time they come to the 10th lesson, there afterwards there will be no vernacular. It's all in Sanskrit.
So that is what Gurudev thought about SIF and CVV. You can see Gurudev is talking about a Shankara University. So at that particular time, the whole Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth Chinmaya International Foundation that was not coined, Gurudev had his Mahasamadhi on August 3rd, 1993. And we know that across 1992, Gurudev visited a lot of universities across America. He met a lot of professors and he got guidance. He took input from a lot of these people, and that is how his Sankalpa started as Chinmaya International Foundation, and 25 years later to his Samadhi regenerated or rather extended as Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth. I have a small slide presentation. I will not take more than 5 minutes. Can you please switch on the PPTs? Starting now. Can we go to the next slide? Global Mind, Indian Heart, that is our motto. I think it beautifully captures all that we want to be. So these are a few data, like it was conceptualized in 2016, as I said, 25 years after Gurudev's Mahasamadhi. It is said that the Satya Sankalpa of the great masters take its own time, but once it takes into shape, then it is forever. And it got notified as deemed to be university under the de-novo category on Jan 16, 2017, which also happens to be the Samadhi day of Param Puja Tapovan Maharaj, who is a guru of Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji. It's a coincidence, but then we look at it as a great blessing. We can skip to the next part. Mission, I think we already discussed. Currently, we have 2 campuses. This is called Chinmaya Vishwa Gurukula campus, which has Adi Shankara Nilayam as its headquarters. We also have a City Road Variam Road campus, which is called the City campus in the heart of Ernakulam. An 80-acre Onakur campus, which will eventually become the headquarters of CVV, is also coming up just 12 kilometers from here towards the side of Kottayam. And Sundarji is heading that whole project. Then we have Chinmaya Nadabindu Gurukula, which is in Pune. So yesterday I mentioned about a national youth convention that is going to happen in Pune, and that particular whole camp of 850 youngsters with a lot of eminent personalities coming will be held in Chinmaya Nadabindu Gurukula. So these are our 2 campuses. So right now these are the programs and schools we have. Schools we call departments as schools. So School of Philosophy, Psychology and Scientific Heritage, School of Contemporary Knowledge Systems, School of Ethics, Governance, Cultural and Social Systems, School of Linguistics and Literary Studies, School of Kala Yoga, which is entirely based in Chinmaya Nadabindu Gurukula, and then the School of Vedic Knowledge Systems. We offer various programs under that. I would only mention about one aspect. So many of you during the duration of the camp came up and asked, so what are the courses you teach here in IKS? Do you teach Shilpa Shastra? Do you teach Ayurveda? A lot of questions came up. So currently we are, CVV is just 5 years old. We are taking that toddler steps. We are still babies, right? So we have just started. Right now we have 4 courses in IKS. The idea, as we all know, from all the discussions here, is that to integrate IKS with CKS. Or rather, there is only one knowledge which has a very strong Indic attitude towards it, and knowledge is universal that way. So currently we have 4 courses, that is IKS 1 Pride of India, IKS 2 Self Unfoldment, IKS 3 Indian Contribution to Sciences, and IKS 4 Success Insights from Bhagavad Gita and Itihasas. So these are the major 4 courses that we offer across across programs in the university. There are a lot of minor courses also comes up, but I have not listed them here. Firstly, about IKS 1 Pride of India, it is basically a copy paste of Mahadevanji's text, which all of you saw. So the modules you can see is exactly like how it is presented in the text. And through this, what do we expect? Yeah, the book is also here. Yeah. So this is the book. I'm sure that most of you would have seen it. Mahadevanji also mentioned in the session. Now, right. So what do we aim through this IKS 1? Now, this is basically to sensitize and orient every student who comes to CVV, be it a BCom student, be it a psychology student, be it a BBA student, across programs this is introduced, so that the idea is that they get the flavor of IKS. So what are we talking about? At the end of the day, what are these ideas? So it is like, I always tell my students, and by the way, I get the privilege to teach this particular course in our university. So I always tell my students, it's like a buffet, you start from one end and go through it, and you see all of it, and now you have to decide which one you want to focus more and which one may not be your cup of tea, right? So first 2 semesters, we introduce them IKS 1 Pride of India and IKS 2 Self Unfoldment. And then the idea is that they get inspired from one or more of that, and then they go ahead exploring more of it, understanding more of it. They might get connected with better, the great acharyas, the great masters, etc. IKS 2 Self-Unfoldment. So these are some of the themes we discuss here. By the way, Self-Unfoldment is a text, is a manual written by Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, which is basically a summary of Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta. but presented in a very contemporary way. And by the word contemporary, what I mean is contemporary to the time it was written, like 1950s, 1975. So 50 years have passed after that, so we in IKS self unfoldment, we actually try to make it more interactive, make it more appreciable for the students. So I would put it this way: IKS 1 is all about the objective world, what great achievements we as a civilization has achieved, and IKS 2 is all about looking within. So looking outside and looking within, and I think our civilization is best represented when these two things go together: look outside, look within, and then march ahead. We can, yeah, so that's all the slide is about. One more minute, if I may. We also have a Center for Excellence in IKS. Arun, Dr. Sunita Gandhiji, who's also the Dean of Academics, is the Director of Center for Excellence in IKS. We are just, we have just started, or it's very young. This particular conference, National Youth Conference on Indian Knowledge Systems, is actually a contribution of offering of Center for Excellence in IKS, and then we look forward to do many more things. We are really hopeful that in next 5-6 years we will actually grow into strength, and we will be able to contribute in a substantial way to the domain of IKS. With that, I will conclude my brief Yes, Ajayji. Sorry, I missed a very important point. Now, each program of the university is actually teaching the IKS 1 and 2 courses. It is a mandatory course. All students, all programs will be offered with it. And apart from that, every subject is also trying to integrate the principles of IKS that is part of that particular subject. For example, in commerce, we have some of faculty who are actually chalking out a curriculum where, let us say, BBA, BCom, these are considered to be very mainstream CKS. And how do we bring the principles of IKS and integrate with it? So this is another initiative. We are in the stage of experimentation. We are in the stage of getting things done better. And there is a strong will to make this happen and to get things forwarded. So with that, I will just conclude my small presentation on CVV because of the paucity of time. I think we should move ahead because our students are waiting to enthrall us with the performance. Thank you so much. Hari Om.
Before moving ahead, I request Professor B. Mahadevan ji to please come and light the lamp.
Power.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिर्विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन दीपो हरतु मे पापं दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते
Thank you so much, sir. before moving, this 3-day National Youth Conference on Indian Knowledge System has seen different dimensions of sharing our knowledge towards the Indianness in us. And this one is one awaited dimension to see the Indian knowledge. We have had different sages and different people contribute to our knowledge system. And this part, or this is a play which will involve Vishwamitra and its elements in different form. Vishwamitra Nadi Samvada. I welcome all the performers on the stage to continue from here.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Ram.
Hari Om. कस्तूरीतिलकं ललाटफलके वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे नवमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुः करे कङ्कणं सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्रीपरिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणिः. Today, our Sanskrit students of CVV are going to present a short drama based on the Vishwamitra Nadi Samvad Sukta of Rigveda. In the original Sukta, Vishwamitra is going to perform a Somayaga and he is confronted by the mighty rivers Vipasha and Shudri on the way. Vishwamitra pleases them by praising Indra. We have adopted this simple yet charming episode by adding some extra characters. By doing so, we wish to highlight our values such as charity, harmony, and compassion for all the beings. In our worldview, even rivers are mothers, and even poor animals deserve compassion who can't express their feelings in words. Isha vasyamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. After all, what is there in this world which is devoid of divinity? With these feelings, I will introduce the characters. The characters are as follows: Rupal Shukla as Vishwamitra, Arjun Deshpande as Madhavya or Vishwamitra's friend, then Kavita Verma as the river Shutudri, Vinamra as the river Vipasha, Pavan as a common villager, Sharanyadi as a Guptachar, that is Vishwamitra's spy, Samskriti as the village head or Netri in Sanskrit. So let's start the play. I hope you all will enjoy this short drama.
प्रियवयस्य उद्विग्नं दृश्यते तव मुखं किं जातं भोः चिन्ता मास्तु अस्माकं गुप्तचरः शीघ्रमेव आगमिष्यति आगतः इति मन्ये
जयतु जयतु गाधिसूनु कौशिकः अत्र समीपे एव एकं सुरम्यं स्थानम् अस्माभिः अन्विष्टं तत्र एव विश्रामः कर्तुं शक्यते
अहो शोभनं वयस्य तवापि मनोरथं फलितं खलु गच्छामस्तावत् नमस्तुभ्यम् अयमहं गाधिसूनुः कौशिकः रात्रौ विश्रामाय किञ्चित् स्थानमपेक्षते कृपया साहाय्यमाचर
स्वागतं प्रभुः स्वामिजी तस्मिन् भवति अस्माकं ग्रामस्य नेत्री सा एव भवतां सहायं कर्तुं शक्नोति अस्मिन् विषये सहायं पृच्छतु आगच्छतु नाम मते अयं गादिपूर्ණ विश्वामित्रः
मातः बहुदूरात् आगताः वयम् अतीव श्रान्ताः कृपया अस्मभ्यं शरणं कल्पय
वत्स एवं मा वद नाहं शरणदात्री शरणस्य दाता तु सः इन्द्रः एव तस्यैव कृपया अस्य ग्रामस्य महती समृद्धिः जाता अतः तमेव भजस्व तथापि अतिथिदेवो भव इति अस्माकं शाश्वतिकं व्रतं तत् कथं भवद्भ्यः सहायं न कुर्याम् अवश्यं कुर्याम् आगच्छन्तु सर्वे पुण्डरीक एषां जनानां निवासाय सर्वं सम्पादय शीघ्रम्
भवत्याः सुतस्नेहात् अभिभूतोऽस्मि
इतो आर्य इतो अस्माकं ग्रामस्य नेत्री विश्वस्य लोकोत्तर महनीयं चरित्रं भवद्भ्यो श्रावयति शीघ्रमागच्छतु
शोभनम् अहमपि श्रोतुकामः वयस्य तावत्
न खलु मरुप्रदेशे उषित्वा अङ्गभङ्गो जातः इदानीमपि स्वास्थ्यं न लभ्यते नैव आगच्छामि
भोः स्वपिहि तावत् यथा कामम् अहमेव गच्छामि
स्वपितुं गच्छामि
पुत्रकाः इन्द्रः एव अस्माकं शरणदाता इन्द्रः एव अस्माकं शरणदाता इयं मरुभूमिः इन्द्रेण एव स्ववज्रेण खनिता यतश्च प्रसूते अश्वे इव प्रवहन्त्यो इमे नद्यौ इमां भूमिं सुजलां सुफलां च कुर्वती एषा विपाशा इमां भूमिं सस्य श्यामलां च कुर्वती एषा शुतद्री
पर्वतानामुशती उपस्था अश्वेव विशिते हासमाने गावेव शुभ्रे मातरारिहाणे विपाक्षुतुद्रीपयसा जवेति इन्द्रेशिते प्रसवं भिक्षमाणे अच्छासमुद्रं रथ्येव याथ समारणे ऊर्मिभिः पिन्वमाने अन्यावामन्यामपेति शुभ्रे मातः किं तस्य इन्द्रस्य पदं कथञ्च तस्य सान्निध्यं लभ्यते
तत्तु रहस्यमेव खलु
हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन्न पावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये।
वत्स, अनयोः नद्योः पारे गच्छतु। तत्र गत्वा कदाचित् भवतः जिज्ञासा शान्ता भविष्यति। तत्र सोमामृतं लभ्यते इति मया श्रुतं, परन्तु तत्र गमनं सुदुष्करमेव।
जननी, तत्रैव अहं गच्छामि, अनुज्ञापयतु माम्।
शुभस्ते सन्तु पन्थानाम्।
अतिशयेन वेगेन हे तीरं विपाटयन्ति विपाशे जलनिधिं प्रति आशुद्रवन्ति हे शुतुद्री। हे वत्सले जनन्यौ, अयमहं गादिसूनुः विश्वामित्रः। क्षणमात्रं विरामं स्वीकुरुतां। कृपया मम पारे गमनाय पन्थानं प्रदर्शयताम्।
पुत्र कौशिक, तव आदरभावेन प्रसन्ना अस्मि।
पारे गन्तुं तव किं प्रयोजनं?
मातः, पारे गत्वा अहं सोमामृतं प्राप्तुम् इहे, यतश्च तस्य इन्द्रस्य सान्निध्यं प्राप्नुयाम्। इन्द्रो अस्मारदत्वज्रबाहुः अपाहन्मृतं परिधिं नदीनां देवो न यत्सविता सुपाणिस्तस्या वयं प्रसिवेयामौवि तस्या वयं प्रसिवेयामौवि।
वत्स, नदीनां प्रवाहः शाश्वतिकः, अतः न तस्य कश्चन विरामः।
मातः, अयं तु इन्द्रेण एव नियतो नियमः, तथापि अहं बहुदूरात् आगतोऽस्मि। कृपया रथस्य अक्षात् अधः प्रवहताम्।
श्वधा वीर्यं तदिन्द्रस्य कर्म यदहिं विवृष्टत् विव्रजेन परिषदो जघाना यन्नापोयनमिच्छमानाः।
अहो, धन्या तव इन्द्रभक्ति। यथा माता शिशुं पयः पाययितुम् अधः नमति, तथैव आवामपि स्वकीयं जलस्तरं न्यूनं कुर्वः। शुभास्ते सन्तु पन्थानः।
यदा नद्योः प्रवाहः पूर्ववत् आरभते तदा तत्र एकः वृषभः दौर्भाग्यवशात् निमज्जति।
हन्ता मातः, एषः वृषभः प्रवाहे निमज्जति, कृपया निर्दोषमेनं रक्षताम्।
भवान् विश्वस्य मित्रं विश्वामित्रः।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। धन्यवादाः।
Give a huge round of applause for those performers. They had a special team behind working. They had a particular director, a script writer. It was a fantabulous performance of Nadi Samvada and Vishwamitra. Before coming to the end of this 3-day national conference, I would request people from every state who are present here, who identify themselves to be from their state, to give feedback on this list of events that has happened in the past 3 days. They can raise their hands and the mic will be given to them. Each of them has 2 to 3 minutes to give their feedback. Please start by introducing yourself, the course that you're doing, and where you're from.
Hari Om everyone. Hello, hello. Check. Hello. Hari Om everyone. Myself Aditya Jaiswal. I'm third year civil engineering student from Thakur College of Engineering and Technology, Mumbai. and these 3 days were really wonderful. It's just like ये 3 दिन 3 मिनट के जैसे बीत गए, ऐसा लग रहा है अभी हम आए थे और अभी कुछ देर में हमें यहाँ से जाना है. So it is really very much wonderful. जितने workshops हुए, speeches हुए, then जितने cultural events हुए, everyone was like wonderful. Especially what I liked here was the vibe. Especially from where I belong, Mumbai, बहुत ही hectic schedule रहता है, pollution, population, both things are on a hike. And then coming to such a place, it's so soothing for all of us. And the thing which I would like to mention, which I'm from today, I'm going to take to Mumbai and also will circulate to all my colleagues, all my students, even my college department. First thing was यहाँ की प्रथा जो कि हर स्टूडेंट, हर एक इंसान, चाहे स्टूडेंट हो या जो भी हो, खाने के बाद अपना बर्तन खुद धोता है. That is the best part. I liked it, and I'm sure that I will go back home because in Mumbai we are very much pampered. कि हमारे कॉलेज में इवन हम अपना प्लेट वहीं खा के रख देते हैं and anyone else take it. So I will ask my department, और ये घर से मैं एटलीस्ट खुद से स्टार्ट करूँगा कि I wash my utensils by my own. Second thing which I'm taking with me is I'm an engineering student. मेरा पढ़ाई इंग्लिश मीडियम से हुआ. So Sanskrit I and I didn't met, just like North Pole, South Pole. But now on the first thing which like on the panel also it was like कि आज से हम क्या start करेंगे. So from the day I will reach Mumbai, I will Sanskrit. And thanks to Gauri ma'am, because I was inspired today from her session only, that yes, we should learn Sanskrit at least. एक वो हमारी भाषा है, भले हम बोले हिंदी, मातृभाषा हिंदी, पर उसके पहले संस्कृत हमारी एंशियंट भाषा जिसे हमें आनी ही चाहिए हर एक को. तो that was all. Thank you.
We'll take 3 more people for feedback.
Namaste everyone here. I'm coming from S. Vyasa Yoga University and I'm doing masters in yoga therapy, but I've lecture. It's a different combination, but I feel it cannot be studied in isolation. So all our education system or the shastras has to be together. I mean, that is also was about my paper. So I feel coming here is not just through a paper submission. It's something beyond that I saw here. It's just not me. We are all called by Shankara. He himself who have called us, especially, I mean, out of so many students out there, why us? So he wants us to walk his path and we'll rotate the wheel of dharma, which he have shown to us, like what Mahadev sir have mentioned earlier. So I feel it's our responsibility to take this as a responsibility and move ahead. And I really appreciate and I'm very thankful and I don't know how to say it is. I'm so grateful or thankful. It's all by Chinmaya Mission or the Chinmaya University who set the fire in us, and we have to be the torch bearers of this IKS and everything about our tradition. So it's just not enough. Words are not enough to be thankful and to express my feelings here. It's all, I mean, surrenderance to Shankara. So thank you.
Hari Om and Namaskara. My name is Ridesh Behel. I am from Puducherry Technical University, formerly known as Pondicherry Engineering College. So I came here to present, and I was informed that it has been selected for poster presentation. When I came, I thought I would present my poster and I would present it in this fashion or that fashion, and I will not continue my former work on this topic. But when I came here, I was so touched by the Indian knowledge systems that now I want to work forwards on my presentation and my poster and the themes involved in it. It's always a very heart-touching moment and an emotional moment when you know about the glory which you have, which our ancestors possessed. Like the documentary which we saw yesterday by the G20, it was so heart-touching that I shed tears when I watched that. So I know many of you might have got emotional while watching that, and it was really heart-touching. So thank you, Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, to give me an opportunity to participate in this conference, and thanks a lot.
Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. I am Dr. Pavitran. The first thing I was much amazed here is that I could see a lot of like-minded people over here, because when I was traveling with my gurus to learn medicine, Ayurveda, they not only teach me Ayurveda, they taught me a lot of things. Like for example, when I was into Udupi, myself and my guru, when we were going through the car, he used to tell me, could you see the shades of the sea? It was a little green. He used to say it is little deeper, and many things. And he would tell me about one patient. His name was changed into Minubat. The reason was that in night time, only during the night he earns money, because he knows through the astronomy the direction of the stars. Based on that, he used to guide the fishermen where in which direction they must go to have a lot of fish. So then they separate a proportion of their profit and they give to this Minubat. Only because of that, his name is changed into Minubat. While hearing about a lot of things, I would be thinking, I am here to learn medicine, but I am not able to learn such a lot of things now. But now I felt that who will be able to learn? Hearing to such things, I felt if only me, who else? Now I could see a lot of people here. I would really share if I could see something like that. So many people can go and explore such thing and bring a great revitalization to our IKS. Thank you.
Hari Om, Namaste. I am Deepak from IIT Dharwad, Karnataka. So I presently, my presenting author is also here, Karunya. So I am just a co-author for the oral presentation. So starting from there, it was a great ambience, and I would like to thank entire CVV team and IKS division, and my namaste to all. Presently, I had a small request to IKS, taking this opportunity, that if any other courses similar to Sanskrit, if the way of living or something like visit to the temples and then inscribing the knowledge of those, if it can be converted into some online courses similar to NPTEL, then more students could be benefited from that, is my small suggestion. And as the Sanskrit shloka says, Vidya dadati vinyam vinayadhyatri patratvam patratvad dhanamapnoti dhanad dharmam tata sukham. We are still in the first phase of earning Sanatan Vidya. So my all thanks to entire team. Yeah, thank you.
Hari Om, I really requested for this 2 seconds. So as you know, this is a culture, and cultures are made of elements. So there is one element that I find missing in today's, anyone who writes a book with this mind of dharma or Sanatan Dharma or Indian culture, I find this element of Mangalacharan missing in their book. So I would really request all of you who are writing any book, considering the dharma or for the propagation of IKS, as Madam said, Bharatiyatva. So this is one element where Bharatiyatva is there. So I would really request all of you, whoever there is, if they are writing whichever book, they should write, or they should, make this tradition of writing Mangala Charana. Thank you.
I thank all the people who gave feedback, which has been a seed for ideas. Now, I request Sunita ma'am to come up on the stage and take the stage forward.
Hari Om, everyone. So we are coming to almost the finale of the whole conference. This conference, just to give you a little bit of idea as to how it started and now where we are, before I come to the prize winners, is because we wanted to give a platform to all the youth to be able to present their IKS projects. And that's how this whole thing evolved. And we are very grateful to Professor Ganti Murthy ji to provide that platform through the IKS wing of AICTE. With that being said, when we started asking for abstracts, we didn't know where we would end up with, but when Srinath and I started putting the whole plan together, we thought, how many people can we really accommodate here? So we came up with this number that it will be about 48 oral presentations and about 108 poster presentations. So with that in mind, we said, okay, we can accommodate so many people. I was very surprised that we received about 225 abstracts, and this all within a matter of about 2-3 weeks. Going through the abstracts was a pleasure. Really, it's amazing how much of effort that was put into all the abstracts. Out of this, we selected a total of about 125 abstracts, and we didn't know if all of them would really show up because they were from all over Bharat. So we put a certain condition that if you are going to come, you have to book your tickets right away and within 2 days. So we didn't give them enough time. We said, because if you're not coming, we want to give an opportunity to somebody else. We were very surprised that 101 booked the tickets and they all are here. So that shows that how passionate that they were about IKS. So in this last 2.5 days, we have conducted we did about 48 to 50 oral presentations. The rest of them were posters. We had to do a lot of innovation. We had to think about how are we going to convert this place into poster sessions. But again, Bhagwan Shankaracharya shows the way. Our Annakshetra was possible. We could convert that into a poster place. And so we did it. And now AICTE has come for, IKS wing of AICTE has come forward to give prizes. So they have said we can give 6 prizes. So 6 in the category of 3 for posters and 3 for oral. The first prize is about 25,000 rupees. And the second one is about 15,000 rupees. And the third is about 10,000 rupees. And I know the panel of evaluators had a tough time going through all these abstracts and choosing what would be the right ones to give the prizes. But everyone here is a winner. Let me tell you that. So please give a big hand to everyone who has presented here. Each one is a great winner today. So I'm going to call out the winners, but I would like to call also Professor Ganti Murthy here to give the certificates to the students. Please. Let me also get... So we would... Let's start with the poster presentations first. Our third prize winner is Gurumurthy Setu. His topic was Shakta, the feminine factor. I need some help here with the certificates, if somebody can come. Our second prize winner is Pravat Kumar Mondal. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. And he comes from the Belur Ramakrishna Mission University, all the way from Calcutta. His topic was Vyavahare Chitta Samadhye Yoga Shastropa Yogita. And the first prize for the poster presentation goes to Shri Prada Indrakanti. I don't know how many of you had a chance to see the poster presentation. Hers was just simply outstanding. Her topic was, let me tell you. Her topic was traditional Indian knowledge systems, effect and utility of Panchopachara Puja. So she demonstrated the whole thing by actually lighting the whole place. It's just a puja place and everything. It was just absolutely beautiful. Yes, so she would like to actually offer the wonderful Nataraja, right? It's on Nataraja paint. Yes. She wants to offer that to CVV. Thank you, Shri Prada. Yeah,
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. Thank you so much for this experience, I would say, because this is not just a competition for me. This was something I'm so passionate about, and since the past 2 months, I'm truly studying IKS. I mean, from the time when the government had organized a competition on the importance of Indian knowledge systems, I've been researching and trying to understand, get to the root of every possible book, every possible video I can watch on Indian knowledge systems. And then at the same time, my guru Venkat Subramanian Mohadaya from the Vyoma Pathshala had told me about this Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth and how they're organizing this IKS program, and they're accepting papers from all over the country, and this really inspired me to do something that maybe I can help, maybe I'll be put to use here somewhere. And I'm very happy and delighted that I can be offering my painting of Nataraja Swami to the IKS center they'll be opening in CVV. Thank you so much.
We now come to the oral presentations. Our third prize goes to our own CVV students. Sai Avanish Raghuram and Hanuman Shivaji Dondke. And the title of their project was Sulabha Sutra and Math of Aryabhat and Brahmagupta. The second prize also goes to CVV students. It's Vinamra Herle and Samskruti Shastri. And their topic was a study on the status of swaras, ragas, and instruments in Indian music with a special reference to rasa theory. And the first prize winner goes to Ram Kumar and Gunturu Vamshi Krishna from IIT Mumbai, Bombay. I know, is Ram Kumar here? Oh, very good. We'll have to give them books. We have to give them the book and we'll give them a. Yes. Yeah. The title of their paper was Architectural Element of Dravidian Temple Tanks. And I received a lot of very good feedback about how they were able to incorporate science and engineering and really looking into so many very deep concepts of how tanks are really built. I would like to now call all the certificate winners on the stage and to have a photograph with Professor Kantimurthy, Professor Mahadevan, Girvani Amma, and Ajayji, and everyone. Professor Gauri Mahulikar and Anuradha ji. So it'll be something that they're going to cherish. Please. And Sahana ji. Yes, please. Sure, sure. I would like to now call all the students on the stage, and we're going to take a full picture right now. So that way everyone is there already. Whoever is here, all the students who participated, can you all come immediately? Yeah, quickly. Yeah. Yes. You can all stand in the front row. And while you're coming here, we are deeply grateful to all the mentors of the students who have taken a lot of time to train these students, give them this aspect of research methodology, and help them to build the poster or the presentation for this conference. Yeah. Yeah, the taller ones can come up, or however way, maybe the shorter ones, and then taller ones can stand. Wow.
End of the program of IKS conference. I just wanted to share only one or two points, taking the advantage of the presence of the national coordinator here and also the vice chancellor. I felt we didn't do sufficient amount of social preparation before launching the program in the country. For any program to be launched in a country of this kind, with so many languages, so many differences in the universities, some amount of social awakening should have taken place before introducing the new concept of IKS into universities. Because many people are not familiar. Second, suddenly we are starting at the university level. We have missed to educate them a little at the school level. More than all that, the teachers have no idea whether it is in the university or the schools. People consult a teacher before putting a student in a college or a school, which school is good, which program is good. But we have missed to inform the teachers. I am telling this out of the very experience which many teachers asked me, what is this IKS in CVV? University teachers ask me, school teachers also ask me. So I feel for launching any program of this kind, which is of a national importance, some amount of awakening in the society could have helped us go faster and wider also. I congratulate all the students who presented. It was very good presentation. I sat through few because it was going on in 2 halls. I was really surprised that at undergraduate level they were able to conceive a project, write it properly and present it in a methodical manner, either oral or poster. Considering they are only 19 at this stage, 19 or 20, because they are only in the final year of undergraduation. At this stage to conceive a project in a new area which they have started learning at the university, and then synchronize it with their own field of specialization and present it is not a small thing. I also appreciate the teachers, whoever has guided them, trained them, and this is a very good beginning for the country itself. I wish the organizers or the coordinator help us to bring out the proceedings of the whole conference. It will be a great hallmark in the history of both national level or even at the university level. Because for a student, when they grow up, when they get into a profession, to look back that at undergraduate level, I have done some research, will be a great stimulation for them to continue and support this area, this thought in the country, implementation of IKS in the country. They will be the trendsetters tomorrow. Today they look young and very enthusiastic just about a prize or a presentation, but they are the trendsetters in this country tomorrow, and we should not lose hold of them. I think Sunita ji, you should keep an email of all the students and try to know what they are doing, encourage them to continue in this field later on also. And the person who has worked behind this, Sunita. Dr. Sunita has worked very, very hard. It's not an easy thing to organize a youth conference and make it very successful. I hope every year we have an opportunity to organize some kind of a program of this kind where we can bring the youth, whether it's a workshop or a seminar or a conference of this kind, of this nature, so that we will be the spokespersons for IKS in the country itself. And last request, I would like to tell the National Coordinator, thank you very much for coming and participating. Your presence itself is a great encouragement for the students. And I would like you to make this a center of excellence for IKS in the country. This will be our request. Hari Om, and thank you all very much. I think we should have a national anthem. Normally in a national conference, it's a convention to have a national anthem before. It's a university convention also. Please. all these students. Somebody can come up onto the stage if you want to. Yes, okay.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय जय